Today I'm going to talk about the lubrication of the crankshaft, connecting rod and piston inside the engine. We need lubrication in engines because there are many components inside the engine that are moving relative to each other at once. Friction is a resistive force that opposes the relative motion between solid surfaces. If there was no lubrication in the engine, there would be so much friction that the engine would overheat and parts like the bearings of the connection rod would give way, resulting in engine failure. The lubrication system ensures that there is less friction between all moving parts. For example, the rotating crankshaft and the up and down movement of the piston inside the cylinder. Furthermore, since friction inside the engine will generate heat, the lubricant reduces the amount of friction as well as absorb and dissipate the heat generated. By reducing the heat of the engine, the lubricant protects components and therefore increases the life of the engine. There are three different types of lubricating systems: splash system, pressure system, and full pressure lubrication system. In the Honda GX160 engine, the splash system is used. The function of the piston is to transfer the force from the expanding gas in the cylinder to the crankshaft. The connection rod acts as a lever. There is a dipper that is connected to the bearing of the connection rod. For every rotation the crankshaft does, the dipper runs through the oil trough and splashes oil onto the crankshaft, connection rod, and piston as well as other components. As the crankshaft rotates very fast, the dipper will also be moving fast, and therefore the splashed oil will distribute all over the engine. There are holes in the connection rod, so when the dipper splashes oil onto it, it can slide through the slits in order to lubricate the crankshaft bearing. The splash lubrication system is not efficient as not enough oil reaches all parts of the engine. However, splash systems are acceptable for small engines like the Honda GX160.